We were just discussing as to what can be a good length to bowl, whether to go for Yorkers. If you're looking for the Yorker, whether you want to bowl the Yorker on the stump or, wide outside off. So depending on the bowler, you have to picturize as to what is the best option. So that's what we were discussing. I won't elaborate more because it is also part of our strategy. So maybe by the end of the tournament, I can say more about it. But that's what we were discussing as to what is the best plan at that point of time. And I feel he executed the plans well. The intention was not always to slow it. At times I found some of my slower fielders fielding at a position where they shouldn't be at that point of time. So that's the time where I had to make those changes, and a few occasions where in fact I swapped the deep point with the deep mid wicket, or the deep square leg went to deep point. So it takes a lot of time, but in a game like this, every run really matters. So you have to be very careful about what you want to do. And also, since it was a very important game, I wanted to make sure that the fielders are in the right position. Also in this game, there quite a few catches were dropped, quite a few balls went to fielders who are not the fastest fielder in our side. Usually that doesn't happen, but this was one case where the ball was following a few fielders, and it made life slightly difficult. Well, nothing really erases anything, because whatever said and done, we'll still remember the 2007 loss. The reason being, we were playing good cricket, and that was the point where we were not able to qualify for the next stage in the World Cup. So we are all human beings. I know we are professionals, but at the end of the day, we also feel hurt when we have not done well. We also feel bad that if you see ICC events, it happens every alternate year, and actually you start preparing quite early. You want your players to be fit, so you start early, and then if you don't qualify to the next stage, it becomes a bit disappointing. So I feel it's an emotional connect to the game, and I don't think this victory erases the 2007 loss, because you have to move on. But that's something that was very harsh on us, especially on me. I feel that was the point where I felt life was very tough. I think it was a tough toss to lose. Initially we thought there was moisture on the wicket, but in situation like this, at that point of time, you don't know how much moisture is there. Like if you see the Calcutta wicket, they didn't get enough time to prepare it, so there was moisture, but the thing was, it stayed the same. It was not little moisture that evaporated or the wicket got better with time. That's what happened over here. I feel the difference between the very first ball when it was bowled compared to the second innings, there was quite a bit of difference. The ball was stopping on, especially when it came to the spinner. If you're bowling slow, you can definitely get a bit of purchase and trouble the batsman. And I feel as the game progressed, the fast bowlers, their ball started to come on slightly better. The spinners, if you can still flight the ball, if you can hit the seam, you are able to get a bit of purchase of the wicket. But I certainly felt the wicket got better to bat on in the second half. But still, a lot of credit needs to go to the Bangladesh batsmen, because they came in and they expressed themselves. And at times when you don't have too many, if the stake is not too high, often you'll see batsmen going out and playing all the big shots, and when you play on a big wicket or a very good wicket, often it helps your batting. So I felt they did really well, and they kept cruising and they kept putting pressure on our bowlers. I don't know, if the batsman doesn't go out, I can't really stump him. If the catch doesn't come, I can't really take it. Still I dropped a catch. Overall, if you see, it was still a very good effort by the team. I felt majority of the members of the team had a tough day. Ash had a very good day when it comes to bowling, but still there were patches where he went for runs, where he thought maybe the batsman played a very good shot. All the bowlers a bit, they went for runs, but they came back and everybody contributed. So I feel it's a very good game for us, especially for youngsters who have not played under a lot of pressure. Somebody like a Hardik or Bumrah, this was a first, you can say, first proper interaction with pressure, what pressure can really do. So I feel they must have learned a lot out of this game, and these are the games that really make you better players, because it pushes you to think in a different way. It pushes you to have that confidence in your strength at the time when it's really needed. So I think it was a very good game for us. Winning the game was much more important, I know, but since we are on the winning side, I can say the players would have learned a lot out of this game.